Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Not sure who all are here or if anyone is here, but hey, sit back, relax, and enjoy your weekend because there's not much else to do. Bitcoin's going sideways, KNC's pumping. Let me know who all are here in the comment section. Let me know if you guys can hear the music. I'm not entirely sure. Hey Kyle, what's up, my man? We wait for people to get in here. Let's enjoy the music to them. Hey Rocky, how's it going, man? How's your weekend going thus far? How's it going? Just trying to set something up over here, but I'm struggling. Trading views and making it easy. Drawing panels. Okay, let's go. Trading view, ruining my groove. Okay, I think I'm getting there. Okay, this is nah. Just gonna go back to my default settings. Let's go make copy. Frozen time. You guys remember Cotty, a video? Guess where it got rejected? Exactly where we looked for it to get rejected. You guys remember this? Do you guys remember this? Not sure how many of you watched the video on Corti. Wag, how's it going, man? Happy weekend. First time I'm seeing you on our live stream. Good to see you in here, buddy. Really good to see you. Rocky says, all good, man. Sideways market boring me. Yeah, man. Bitcoin's going sideways, but all coins have been running, and all coins have been fun to play. All coins they've been easy trades, right? You're going to get a lot of people dissing on all coins, especially a lot of Bitcoin purists that have developed over the last couple of years, because hey, Bitcoin was the only asset to be trading over the last couple of years. And if you're trying to trade all coins through this bear market, you've probably got wrecked. There's a time and place to play all coins, and those windows of opportunity have been really, really small. This time, however, it's a little bit different, because I've been eyeing this for a while. For those of you who've been watching, man, by the way, please know that we've been kind of saying, hey, something is brewing here with the altcoins. Over the past few weeks now, we've been having signs, and I pounced, man. I don't care what people say. I'm just gonna take my BTC, take my money, and run away with it, because it's an easy trade. Yes, there are liquidity issues with many of these coins, but I'm not playing with big numbers over here, not with all coins. Yeah, but kind of went off on a rant over there. Xander Quinn says, hey all, hey man, how's it going? Kalbidina, what's up again to you? And hey Mango, why does it take so long to learn? Dude, like, let me try and answer this question. How do I put this? Okay, so people want to enter the trading world, okay, and make big bucks. They want to make money that amounts to the multiple of hundreds of thousands and multiple millions. That's why a lot of people start trading, right? Some people do start trading because they want to get away from the grind, get away from the corporate world, blah blah blah. By all means, yes. Even there though, right, they're looking to make at least like 60,000 a year minimum, 100,000 a year maybe. They want to make a money where they can make a living off, but at the same time they want to put in work that is maybe 1 week of study, 2 weeks of study, a month of study, 2 months of study. It doesn't line up, right, if you think about it, because when you go to university and you put in $60,000 of tuition fees, and you put in maybe sometimes $100,000, $200,000 to become a doctor or to become a lawyer. Geez, people put in $50, $60, $100,000 to study psychology, man. But they're putting in all that money and all of that time to study a degree where they will earn a certain amount of money, like 50,000, 60,000. If you're becoming a psychologist, I guess that's what you would earn. I don't know what people do. I don't know what most people actually do with a psychology degree, but most people, I know some people actually do some good stuff with it. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make over here is that people are willing to put in all that money and all that time, and they expect to earn a certain amount of money after they do that. But when it comes to trading, where they want to earn way more money, all right, they want to earn the amount of money a brain surgeon would make, a heart surgeon would make, but they want to put in the least amount of effort and least amount of time to be able to make that kind of money, to earn the right to make that kind of money. The effort required to earn that kind of money that a brain surgeon earns is the same kind of effort required in this world, in the trading world, man. You got to put in the time to study, you got to put in the investment, you got to put in the effort, right? And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work where you can just come in and you're playing against professionals who know what they're doing, and you're coming in and without any education whatsoever, and you think you can do this right off the bat. What chart is that? This is Corti, man. I did an analysis on Corti a while ago. A few days ago, actually. You can find the link in our channel. So going back to my rant, I want to spend some more time on this. But if you think about it, a brain surgeon is not allowed to actually operate on any patient without actually going through the 10 years of education and all that money that he puts in, right? And on top of that, he's going to have to get insurance and everything. and then he earns the big bucks, then he earns the millions, then he earns the 500,000 or whatever they earned, right? But the retail trader is allowed to come and enter the financial markets without any education, without any certifications, without any insurance most of the time. Does anyone question why? Does anyone question why am I allowed to do this? Why am I expecting to make the big bucks without having to put in the effort to make the big bucks? Does it go one-to-one? Yes, every now and then you will get lucky with a huge bull market like in 2017 and make that big money. But most of those guys, by the way, lost all of that money because of the same lack of education. The reason we are allowed as retailers and complete noobs to just enter the market and just throw in our money and expect those big bucks without the same kind of effort that a brain surgeon put in is because we are playing against people who need that money from us. Because if only brain surgeons were the equivalent of brain surgeons were in this trading world and only brain surgeons were allowed, they'd be competing against each other and the game would get infinitely harder for them, right? So we are allowed into the market as complete noobs only to lose. Only to lose. Just understand that. We are allowed to enter the market to lose money. Period. That's why Robinhood exists too. True Talk Mango. Every now and then I have True Talk. Most of the time it's just bullshit though. Most of the time, I'm just talking nonsense. Oh my god, I just hit World of Warcraft by mistake. Does anyone still play World of Warcraft? I installed Wrath of the Lich King. It's a private server, and I've been slowly leveling up a druid. So much nostalgia. Give me a minute, yes. Wolvie, that's his name by the way now. Ledalv is now Wolvie to all of us. Jojo has no reason to complain anymore about me starting my streams when she goes to sleep, unless she's taking like an afternoon nap. Complain about late streams. I think we need to push the tempo on the music though. Feels like I'm about to have an aromatherapy massage. Yes, it's coming, man. We're just waiting for Justin to show up for the massages. The stream hasn't really started yet, man. Where's my... Mango revolution, I like that. The mango revolution is simply a revolution of no stress. Honestly, making the big bucks is not even part of the mission, it's just literally enjoying life. That's the mango revolution. The money coming in is just a consequence of just trying to enjoy our lives, man. There we go. Sitting up straight away. Wake up, buddy. Where's Rob? Call on Rob, man. 9:15 here in Australia, be any time. No, so Jojo's already asleep on a Saturday at 9:15 Australia time. We have so many dude, Aussies are just so cool, man. why can't the rest of the world be like Aussies? Okay, so Canadians are cool too. I gotta say that. As a Canadian, I have to say that too. But just really too, though. I mean, people in Canada are really, really nice. Except if you're from Montreal, in which case it's a little bit questionable. Joking. I'm joking. Let's see. Yes, I'm a noob. They took all my money. Yeah. They're gonna win it all back. They're gonna win it all back. Scotty BTC chart. Yeah. Scotty, man. Money, Lambo, Ferrari. No Lambos. The L word and the F word are both banned here. And I'm not talking about the other two L and F words. I'm talking about Lambo and Ferrari. Neither of those are allowed at the Mango community. Much better off buying a shack on a beach, man. Would you rather have a Lambo or live on a beach? Tell me. I'm not feeling the Mango vibes in a Lambo. Unless your Lambo looks like a mango. Your chill playlist is great as always. Thank you, buddy. I really didn't think people would enjoy my music.
Takes you higher, I will forever be.
You guys have any chart requests?
Where the sun never goes down and time has slowed down. Would it be too crazy if we decided to stay forever? Decided to stay
Lamborghini, I see what you're going for.
Forever.
Yeah, maybe we can like have a brand ambassadorship or partnership with Lambo where we have Mangoginis in here. XTZ, let's go check it out. Holy crap, what's going on here, man? This is doing nothing. It's in a massive consolidation still, but a little droopy. Starts losing this, man. It's gonna be a red flag, but it's still holding this. I think it bounces here, to be honest, just considering the overall market, not because I think this is super bullish. People look at XTZ, people look at ChainLink because they've pumped in the past, right? And they're expecting them to pump again. It's like trying to play the laggard. But there are charts that are looking much better and are already moving. Like ERD, right? I talked about that in yesterday's stream. I talked about last week too. Somebody pointed towards ERD. I'm like, damn, this chart looks so beautiful. It's such an easy trade. Let's go ahead and look at it. It was such an easy trade. I missed it. But those are the kind of charts you guys want to find, man. Look at this. This was an easy trade, really easy trade. And you want to take trades like this. You don't want to wait for XTZ to pump. Don't put your money into XTZ and just wait for it to pump. Yo, you are losing money because of opportunity cost. The entire market will move without you, and you'll just be waiting for XTZ to pump. So this was an easy trade. So you go horizontal there, and then wait for it to break. And there it is. Boom. This was it right here. Look at how much time we had to buy this too. And we didn't. How many of you bought this? I didn't. This was an easy trade. Feeling bummed. Also the video is frozen. Oops. Is it really? Is it fine now? Jesus Christ, though. Let me go ahead and... It's still frozen? Let me know if it's still frozen. I think it should be good now. Thanks for letting me know, though. I don't know why this happens. This should not happen. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this again, right? Easy trade. your entry was somewhere in the 12-hour time frame, right over here. Look at how easy that was. Look at how easy that was. Beautiful. Break, retest, retest, retest. We had so much time to buy it. None of us bought it. No one I know. And look at that. Yes, I could. Could you guys help me with that though? Because I can't hear what's going on. Is it too loud now? Is it fine now? Just let me know and I'll adjust accordingly. Alright? No, KNC, no. Don't give up on me, man. Bounce. Perfect. Thank you. Why are you stuck in you're never stuck in a trade, buddy. You're never stuck in a trade. You are choosing to be stuck in a trade. No one is stuck in a trade. That's like one of the biggest psychological mistakes you could make. You are never, ever stuck in a trade. Holy crap, okay, I gotta probably restart my stream, man. What's going on? Why does it keep freezing? Thank you, ZMCMHN. Man, it's gonna be. Could you change your name so I can like reference you? But yeah, I think I'll do that whenever we start chatting like a lot more frequently. I'll reduce the volume. I have to get used to this though, man. I'm not good at this stuff. I'll get used to it in time. I just recently started streaming. I don't know why my stream, why the Windows stops updating. It's kind of annoying.
Look at those palm trees, damn.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. Stuck on XTZ. Okay. I thought you missed DRD and you were stuck on XTC. Is the screen blurry too, by the way? I feel like it is. Let me know if the resolution's all off. Seems like the resolution is fine. Zane McMahon. McMahon. It's McMahon. Without vowels, it's McMahon. It's like Vince McMahon. Like Vince McMahon. Zane. I'm gonna try to remember your name. If I don't, I doubt I will. I doubt I'll forget your name, but if I don't, I apologize. I'm gonna have to ask you again. Yeah, man, I like XLM. But it's not moving yet. So I'm hesitant to get into position. I feel like when it does, I'm not gonna have a chance. Ooh, what is this? Not looking good here, man. It's Wait a second, like down. Yeah, I'm hesitant to get into XLM right now because it's looking good on the weekly time frame. And I don't get, just don't wanna be, I don't have BTC just sitting in this, and who knows how long it would take, and what if Bitcoin does something instead, and then I'm just caught off guard, right? But it's looking really good. David! Oh my god, David, how's it going, man? Honestly, David, just seeing you makes me smile every time. If I see a comment from you, I see you in the chat, it just makes me smile. So good to see you, man, David. Thank you for being such a loyal viewer of Mango. You are much appreciated. Good. Alright, thanks for letting me know. Let me know if I have to make any adjustments, guys. Don't feel shy to be like, Sean, you're doing this wrong, man. This is the big one, guys. This is the big one. So when I say something's gonna be a big trade, assume that it's gonna do nothing, okay? Assume it's gonna do nothing, because it seems like the trades I get the most excited about do nothing. And well, then again, Corti is doing pretty well. I like Corti. It's doing well. So I like Poly. If any of you have been looking at Polymath, let me know your thoughts. Willing to hear your thoughts. It's a community after all. If you're not looking at Polymath, maybe you should. But hey, do your own TA on this one. You guys seeing the potential? I posted this in the Mango Seed Discord, by the way. Bag, I'm not sure if you're aware, if you noticed it. What I'm going to do to start helping us transition into Discord is start posting great setup opportunities in the Mango Seed Charts channel in Discord.
And you can't do anything about it, right? Wrong.
Right. Wrong. Oh my god. Guys, Lion King is my favorite movie of all time. All time.
That's not what I was told.
And maybe you need a new lesson. Repeat after me.
It doesn't look like too tempting on the lower time frames. It's like a little right? But I'm playing this off the weekly time frame, so caution advised on this one. This is a bearish formation, typically bearish. Polymath live free. It's Polymath. Yo, Shal, good to see you in here, finally. How's the work going on the car? Yeah, I'm trying to warm up to Discord. It's good. You know what I really like about it? I really like the screen share and the go live thingy. It's so nicely done. So a few friends of we've been getting together on Sundays, and we've been playing games like Don't Starve in the mornings. Well, night for them, morning for me. And because Don't Starve is we can't see each other on the map, right? It's a co-op game. We're all just trying to survive. Can't see each other on the map. it's been really useful to share our screens and be like, okay, I'm over here, where are you, blah blah blah, things like that. And now Kush and I have been using it on a couple of projects where we're learning together, and we share our screens. So it's just really nice for that kind of thing. I was thinking that for the Mango community, it'd be really nice for me in the mornings to wake up and just, you know, do these quick analysis clips thingy with you guys. If you're on Discord, it'd be easy to just go live without any setup. But then again, I feel like I might be setting myself up for like just getting too, like, always creating content, and Kusha being like, Sean, you're on Discord all the time, you gotta stop. Oh yeah, desk, right. Yo, that's not me, man. That's Fraser Rag in terms of the sections. I had no idea you could do all of that. I didn't know you could put icons next to the sections. It's all Vinny. He's doing a great job there. I'm gonna get myself a drink. Be right back. Do you guys want me to look at any chart before I go? You guys miss buy opportunities on everything. Spending your time, wasting your time rather, on the Mango stream when you could have been buying KNC, you could have been buying Corti. Jesus Christ, guys. BTC USD or BTC INR? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. It's just BTC, man. It's BTC. That's the answer. BTC. Oh my gosh, someone tell me the Discord link. Yeah, someone tell him the Discord link. I have no idea what it is. Be right back, guys. I want to get myself a drink. He says they've done such a good job. Rob is the same man. We have a Discord, and particularly well. Yeah, Rob seems like the guy who will be well organized. I mean, there's no way he can live the life he does. Freaking monster, android, whatever we want to call him. He needs to be organized. He seems like, oh man, if I ever need stuff organized, Rob's the man I get to. Zane says name changed. Attaboy. It's gonna be easy for me to remember your name and talk to you. Alright, let's go ahead and increase the volume a little bit now. That link is not working, but I can't delete it. What link? What link you talking about? Dude, Rocky, why don't you join the Telegram and then PM me and I'll try and get you into the Discord. We're not too active in the Discord at all, by the way. We're just trying to get active in there. Where's Joshua? Yo, Josh. Oh, dude, guys, I haven't even shared the link with Mango. So bad. Okay, wait. How do I get the link? How do I get the link to this goddamn stream? Okay, let's see this. I think I can do this. Should probably pin. Visha's making me a drink. This guy named Rocky who just entered the group. I wonder who it is. Rocky. Alright, let's look at this picture. Oh my god, this guy's a handsome dude. Look at that jawline. Guys, you guys all need to check out Telegram and look at Rocky's display picture. He's Mr. Handsome. To give him a tag name. If you ever win the right, man, to win the honors to get a nickname in the Mango Grove, you're gonna be Mr. Handsome. That's gonna be your name. There's a few people who have one names. Sounds so wrong. Have been honored with tag names. He's a handsome dude. He's like, haha, shut up. Making IRL games in the gym. Let's go ahead and look at some charts, man. KNC is doing KNC things. What's WeChain doing? It's been a while. Nobody's been asking me about WeChain. Here it is. When people stop asking me about a coin, that's when it's probably time to get in. This has been so aggressive. This is... Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you guys see this? Okay, I need to... So falling channel into a... We have a falling channel right into a horizontal support. That's typically bullish. The question is, when does it really bounce, right? Is that the bounce? You're making me blush. Hey man, if you're gonna be an attractive person, whether a male or a female, you're gonna have to deal with this. You're gonna have to deal with the negatives that come with the positives. Oh no, not again, man. Why is this happening? Jesus Christ. Yeah, you gotta own it, Rocky. Just freaking own it. It's out of all the things to get teased with, is that a word? Teased. Being a handsome guy is one of the top ones. Yeah, so I'm using Streamlabs. I stopped using OBS. I started using Streamlabs because I'm streaming, right? I thought, hey, maybe I should use this thing called Streamlabs. And Streamlabs is a application created on top of OBS, so it's kind of like a skinned version of OBS. And ever since I started using it, I started having this issue where the screen just gets stuck, and it's the most frustrating thing ever. The other day, Christian and I did a video together, and I find out after the video, after a freaking 40-minute video, that we were just stuck the entire time. The video wasn't recording, like audio recorded, but we were stuck on the same screen. So annoying, man. I need to just switch back to OBS, but I uninstalled OBS, so now it's what am I doing wrong? I need to look up. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let's research this. Streamlabs. ZRX looks interesting. Consolidation seems like okay. I'm gonna check it out in a bit. Let's see. Let's go ahead and check out ZRX. Yeah, well, it's looking good. It broke up, retested this major horizontal right over here, and it's a good. Did you buy that, man? Whoa, nice. It's good, 10%. My mouse is giving me issues still. Hold up. Alright, let's look at ZRX. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we had a falling channel of sorts, broken up. Now the question is, does it want to have trend continuation? This does look interesting, man. So I'd rather buy this above this zone over here, right? Because again, opportunity cost, man. Yeah, so above there, that's where I'd be looking to be a buy. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put an alert on this, just in case I'm interested. This isn't as good as Eldron looked, for example. That one was really easy. But let's go ahead and look at the weekly again. So ZRX, like, could you tell me something about the fundamentals? I think it fits into the entire DeFi narrative, right? If a coin has a good-looking chart and fits into that DeFi narrative, guys, just like, you know, it's a higher probability trade because you have fundamentals, which is, by the way, perceived fundamentals over here, not just fundamentals, lining up very, very well with RTA, right? So it's telling you that what the chart is telling you in terms of what the market participants are doing is lining up to what the perceived fundamentals narrative lines up to the market. Zane McMahon says, so many aspects learned from that Zill trade. Big gains, 100% losses, and gains 31,000 to 53,000 to 31,000. Yeah, this. I'm glad you're looking at it that way. Are you the guy who was in the Mango Grove talking about it? By the way, I think that's you, eh? Ooh, Krisha just made me an awesome drink. Here it is.
What's up, you guys?
Krisha's there. You guys heard her? Krisha says, "What's up?" But yeah, this market it's all about learning, and I'm glad you're looking at it that way. It's so much more than TA, right? It's so much more than TA. Jojo, she's not here right now, but she was talking about that in the Mango Seed, because she's been nailing it in terms of TA. She's been nailing it. But in terms of execution, because of psychology, she's not been able to commit to her trades. Because her direction on the market has been really, really good. If she had just committed, she would have made some really good profits. In fact, those are some really good reads by her. But there's so much more to trading than people think. There's, yes, the TA part of it. And what's the TA really telling us? All the TA is telling us is the probability of a trade going a certain direction or not, right? That's all it's telling you. But after that, for you to stick with the fact that, hey, this is a probability and the probability is on my side, and I got to play it through until the probability turns around. But more often than not, until we get to a level where we are more adept at controlling emotions, we don't give it enough time for the trade to breathe, to see its probability be fulfilled, right? We get out of the trade way too early, or we stick in a trade that has already turned around on us. And it's been so long since I was into fundamentals of coins. I think you're right on 0x though. Yeah, fundamentals don't matter. Per se, fundamentals matter, right? So when I'm looking at the fundamentals of a coin, other than Bitcoin for the matter, fundamentals do matter in the long run, in the long run. And I believe that most coins in this market will lose to Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will pretty much be like a winner takes all. I do think a lot of them do have opportunity to outperform Bitcoin in the time being, and it's an opportunity to collect more Bitcoin because of that. But the reason I follow the Bitcoin fundamentals is because I do believe in Bitcoin in the long term. But in the mid-term and the short term, perceived fundamentals trump everything. So the more short term you're looking, right, the more the perception of the fundamentals comes into play. That's why people, that's why emotions are a huge driving factor in this market.
What was your name again? So many of them come, want me just play pretend.
Where's Wolvie, man?
They just wanna have fun.
He's supposed to be in here.
Thing that we all see. Same old thing that keeps me keen, but I
Cheryl Butler doesn't use that.
same old thing keeps me around. If you wanna come around, baby, it's cool. And if you wanna fuck around, baby, I do just wanna be alone with you.
So this chart's looking really good though on the weekly, man. Like if we close over the Tenkin over here this week, it's gonna be a buy opportunity. Let's look at what the Tenkin is saying right now. It's lining up with around 3,814 Satoshi. Now we can go ahead and look at the 4-hour time frame, and we can keep an eye on that number. 3,814 does line up with what? With the thin cloud over here. So we start closing candles above the Kijun. That'd be an early entry. 4-hour candle above the Kijun would be an early entry. 4-hour 12-hour Tenkin coming up soon too, but I don't think we're going to do that. We're closing the 12-hour in 10 minutes, man. So again, the safe buy is over here, but if you do want to get a little bit more aggressive, this isn't bad either. At around 3,946 Satoshi on a 12-hour would be a good entry. Going back on over to the weekly time frame now. We're going to see how this all lines up. We have a bullish TK cross. We have a bullish TK cross on the Ichimoku, and hey, there's very little above. If we do break into cloud over here though, this is looking at that. Yeah, this I wouldn't pay too much attention to the cloud over here. There's not enough price data. The 3-day has flipped green. This is looking really good. You have a high, a low. You don't have a high or low. Apologies. But we do have a massive falling channel that broke to the upside. Something like this you could draw. Cloud is green, man, on the 3-day time frame. That's really strong. This chart's been building up and coiling up for a while. So let's go back on over to that and show you guys the setup I'm looking for. This is one of my favorite setups, by the way. I'm gonna actually keep a really strong eye, and I look for this kind of setup, guys, on the 12-hour time frame. The fact that I'm seeing this on the 3-day time frame means that this is getting ready. So what are we looking for? Well, we're going to be looking for the 21 EMA to cross over the Kijun, the Tenkin and the Kijun to start widening away from each other, and price to, one, test the 200 moving average. So the first setup actually is, the first part of the setup is to have the edge to edge trade into the cloud, testing the top of the cloud as well as the 200 moving average, right? We already got that, right? This is the first setup. This is the first, like, get ready for the trade, right? Then a pull back down to the 21 EMA. That's where you can look to start accumulating your position. Then you will start to see price trend upwards, crossing, rather the 21 EMA crossing the Kijun, price crossing the Kijun and the Tenkin, closing above both of them, then getting squeezed between the 200 moving average, the Tenkin, the Kijun as well as the 21 EMA, then popping up, right? That's what you're looking for, a pop above. Let me draw that for you guys. A pop somewhere around here, right? As the 200 moving average squeezes in and the 21 EMA starts squeezing up this way, you will see a pop into this region here. That's when you enter your trend trade, right? That's when you enter your trend trade, and that's when you look for a big move. And now look at that. Look at how that confluences so well with this major horizontal that we drew around 3,932 Satoshi, right? So I'm liking this, man. Thank you for pointing it out. 3-day time frame though, so keep that in mind. It's going to take some time to play through. Like, literally each candle is going to populate itself every half week, so you're going to be waiting 2 weeks for an entire week for 2 candles. Daily wine called it. Yeah, man. I've he's like, I'm here, Sean. Oh yeah, later. I forgot. You gotta change your name, Wolfie. You gotta change your name to Wolfie. Yeah, that's what you gotta change it, Wolfie. I saw your name, The Ghost. I was like, I think this guy's from the Grove, or I didn't think you were from the Seed, but I'm like, this guy's from the Grove, because last time around, his name, I thought he was new, but he turned out to be someone from the Grove, and no, you're from the Seeds. My apologies, man. My sincere apologies. So yeah, double thank you, man, for pointing out ZRX. We do, like, again, this points to us liking the same trade setups, because it's like the 3rd time, I think, that we've liked the same charts. That's really cool. Let's go ahead and see what Ethereum is since you're here. Have you been looking at Ethereum, man? Or have you stopped looking at it too? It will surprise us, eh? It will surprise us when we're least expecting it. It's gonna do something nuts. It's inside the cloud. It's above the Kijun. Oh my god, this shouldn't sleep on Ethereum. Why am I doing this? Okay, there we go. 200 moving average. ETH/USD. Which chart would have the most price history? Kraken would have the most price history on the weekly, but perhaps Polnex. Let's go ahead and look at Polnex. Okay. 200 moving average. Okay. So on Polnex, but it's calculated, right? This is being calculated. It's still underneath the Kijun. So I don't know what to think about that. Underneath the cloud too. Let's go ahead and look at ETH/USD, Kraken. Look, you know what? I don't trust Kraken on the 3-day. Above the cloud on Coinbase, so that's good. Jeez, I've really charted this out. Lower high, lower high. This is the one that got people taking out this low over here at 116. Well, that's what got people on BTC as well. But hey man, if this edge-to-edge trade actually pans out, that's a big move. $753. If we start closing, okay, you know what? If we start closing any candle above 381, that's the big trade. That's the obvious trade. Do I have my lines? Okay, this is too messy. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Let's remove all my lines. Forget it. Let's go start fresh. Okay, this is the easy trade on Ethereum. Over here, closing a candle above 360, right? That's your trade. That's a 2x trade. It's going to happen really, really fast. And everybody's going to be piling on this. Retest the bottom of the cloud, 197. That would line up with Bitcoin breaking down too, but the question is Bitcoin going to break down? Is Bitcoin going to break down? Because Krisha did point out something really interesting on the stream yesterday. She's like, Sean, check out BTC USD longs. I'm like, alright, let's go and check out BTC USD longs. I don't look at the chart as much as I probably should, but it doesn't fit too well with the way I trade. But it's something that we should look at every now and then. Keep in mind, this is only Bitfinex. This is not all exchanges, but think about the fact that we are sitting around the $9,000, $10,000 mark, and longs are all the way down near their bottoms. Now, if we want to trust this data, right, and I don't think it's unreasonable to trust this data. Bitfinex isn't like a huge scam exchange or anything like that, but the fact that longs are all the way at the bottom over here, and Bitcoin's sitting close to 10,000, it means that this entire rally all the way to 10,000 has been on balance spot. Okay, because even if price was pushed up to around 10,000 with leverage, at the moment, the fact that price has stayed up here and longs are all the way at their bottoms, it means that every buyback on the dips was bought back with spot buying of Bitcoin. Usually when we see massive dips from Bitcoin, it's because people are over leveraged. So if we do see a dip on Bitcoin, is it going to be because people are going to be getting rid of their spot, or are there massive leverage trades opened on other exchanges like OKEx and BitMEX and Deribit that have a completely different profile than Bitfinex has, right? Because Bitfinex is showing that, hey, longs aren't exposed at all, not compared to what their usual exposure is at the highs, right? So that's what I'm seeing. I'm saying, okay, what's going to really drive the price all the way back down to 6,000? Because if we go on over to Bitcoin and people are looking for 6,900, I mean, I'm looking for 6,900, right? And I got to question that. If I'm looking for a move all the way from here to around 6,900-ish, somewhere around here, right? That's a 25% dip. Are we saying that spot is going to sell 25%? I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I could be wrong, and we could have massively leveraged trades open on other exchanges. I don't know. But it's something to think about, and let me know if I'm thinking about this wrong, because again, this is theory crafting. And that's what a community is for, right? For us to like basically shoot ideas off of each other and be like, hey, wait a minute, Sean, you're missing a point over here. Think about this instead. So do let me know, and I'm happy to discuss with you guys. Wow, Krisha made a really nice drink for me. If you have time, can you do a quick review of Populous price action? Populous. Oh, Populous is the name of a coin? Oh, PPT, I think, eh? Okay, I thought you meant like, I thought you meant something else. Look at it right now. Oni says, but I want to address this question first. Oni says, is it too late to get into KNC? We were just talking about KNC, and we just had a massive dip on KNC. That was your opportunity to buy, man. Right here. No, I won't say massive dip, but good enough. Right? It came test the 10K and 21 EMA. Worth trying for a trade on that one. I would have been buying if I wasn't already fully in position. So pretty much ate into all of my profits from this morning, and bounced. Not all of my profits, because I got in somewhere around here. all these wicks over here, that wasn't me accumulating alone, but that was me and other people accumulating on this trade, right? You can see that the fact that I posted an image on Grove and Seed saying, it was just a screenshot and me pointing towards these wicks, right? What does that mean? Sometimes I'm a little cryptic. It's me saying that, hey, all these dips are being bought back, and that's a bullish sign that everyone's looking to buy this breakout over here, right? And again, remember, it's just a thesis. I could have been wrong on that, but I was right on this thesis that all these dips are bought back, and boom, pushed into. I did have a take profit right somewhere around here, by the way, to take some off the table, and it did not hit. And I was too lazy to actually go and manage the trade and sell. I sold a little bit, but not too much. But why? I just want to talk about why do I put a take profit over there? I wouldn't be doing this with Bitcoin, by the way. I do this with all coins. I'm a little bit more aggressive with taking profits with all coins. A portion of my trade, I'll take profits. Why? Okay, let's go on to the 4 hour. Because my thesis was like, okay, cool. We're going to break out of this consolidation over here. Okay, we're going to break out of this consolidation over here. How do you want to look at this? Descending triangle. Kusha says this is a symmetrical triangle. She's looking at something like this. I don't know. She's pattern queen, so I'll go with her call. But either way, it's a consolidation to me. The trend that broke to the upside. That's what matters to me. Okay, the trend broke to the upside, and I'm like, at the very least, we're going to make a push to these highs over here. Okay, we're going to test these highs, and now that is going to determine whether we break further or not. If we took out this high, we'd see prices going. But instead, what we see is price get close to it, put in a lower high compared to this high over here. So on a higher time frame, perhaps a daily or the 2-day, I don't know, 12 hour, we are putting in a lower high, and then we're getting back down. Now, it doesn't mean that we're done, right? Just because you got rejected once doesn't mean we're done. We could make another push up and try again, because remember, until we make a lower low, this isn't really confirmed as an official lower high. It is a potential lower high. Because if price actually gets picked up over here and keeps going, this is no longer your lower high. This is just a stutter stop. It's a terminology I made up. It's not a real TA terminology, but terminology for the most part is just useless. It's the understanding of the chart that matters, so don't get too stuck up on that stuff. Yeah, sorry I went off on a rant there, guys. Let me know if you guys want me to discuss things like that, or if it's kind of boring for you guys. If you guys just want to know, like, I don't know, just let me know. I don't want to be going into these kind of things and none of you are interested. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that. So ZIL, by the way, looks like it might be looking to bounce here, eh? Yo, 12-hour Kijun over here too. 12-hour Kijun coming up soon. Oh no, we lost a 12-hour Kijun. Ouch. So ZIL traders, man. Wowzy, is the daily Kijun here? So I would look for, oh man. This is going to be the deciding factor for the 4-hour Tenkan, in my opinion. If you do get picked up over here, I'm going to be buying the break of the break and the retest of the 4-hour Tenkan, because it would mean that the 4-hour chart is getting a lot of play. Wow, this dump is so aggressive. Holy, is there an event? Is there an event coming up for ZIL? Because this, by the way, looks like an event. When you see a dump like this, it's event, very event related. So let me know if there's an event coming with ZIL, because this looks like people are selling into an event, and this is why you should not be playing fundamentals. Hey Justin, how's it going, man? Love to see Justin here. Love to see Justin in here. Justin, like, you know, adds to the vibe of the mango theme. Honestly, Justin, so glad to have you in the C program, man. Really glad to have you in the C program. Such a good fit. Such a good fit. Like, you've been posting those videos and those screenshots, those pictures. It's just like, oh my god, you're driving me and Krisha nuts with those pictures too. It's like, where is he? It's not fair. the rants are important for getting into the details of execution. Yeah, the thing is, you guys understand that, right? You guys who are on the C program, who actually are really serious about this, understand all of that and give it a lot of importance. And it's why you guys enjoy the C program too, because I go deep into all of that, and you guys are really interested in taking this to the next level. Because everyone else who's only interested in calls, eventually they don't, or rather they haven't realized just yet that even if they do get the calls, it's freaking useless, because more likely than not they will not execute well enough on the calls. They will either get stopped out, they will not have the emotion, or they will hold through the dump, blah blah blah. Because I think calls involve people being told when to get out of the trade too, because they are told when to enter, when to take profits, and where to put in stop losses, right? Everything. I'm not even sure people follow that, man. I'm not sure. Like, is that how you guys want to live your lives anyways, being told what to do? Why even trade then? Why even trade? Just go, get into your car, sit into the traffic, deal with that 4-hour commute to your job, and just listen to your boss tell you what to do, and you earn money, man. Do it well, do it really well. Like, just suck up to your boss, lick his ass, and do what you're told to do. Done. It's you don't need to freaking find people online to tell you what to do. At least your boss did it enough himself to get to his position, so now he can tell other people what to do. If you guys go online and just listen to somebody else tell you what to do, you don't know who he is. You don't know if he's actually freaking earned his right to tell you what to do. Yeah, but Jesus Christ, these rants are going on. These rants are next level today. I had a really good rant yesterday too, Wolfie. You missed it. Justin caught that rant. That was a rant on, I don't say sexism, but more so just like the crypto community. That was more so directed towards the crypto community, because we do such a bad job of being inclusive, while the essence of cryptocurrency is being inclusive, right? The reason we all love cryptocurrency is because it's borderless, it's permissionless, and it's all inclusive. But what do? We decide to discriminate against other sexes, and we push them out. Lamberto says, ha ha ha, you are describing my life. Hey man, I went through that life too. Well, not really. Okay. I was like by far the most spoiled of it all. I don't say spoiled. I was really, because I worked really hard. Okay, if you guys, for those of you who are here, I don't say this often, but or rather I don't advertise it often. Just Google Sean Dexter janitor 6-figure salary, because I started off as a freaking high school dropout and a janitor, and grinded my way to the top where I was earning a 6-figure salary, and I had a huge team, cross border global team that I was managing, right? Worked up as a software developer. I did the grind, man. I worked really hard and I got there. I had a fancy condo, a fancy car. I had a 11-minute drive to work. Okay, 11-minute drive to work, and I was like, holy shit, this life sucks. Because in that 11-minute drive to work, actually going to work was fine. The morning drive was fine. The drive back was brutal in the winter, because I lived in Canada back then, and Jesus Christ, I had a sports car, and driving through snow in a sports car is not fun at all. I was like, oh my god. It was a manual car, of course. If you buy a sports car, it's automatic. I don't know how you can enjoy that. It was manual, and the manual part didn't bother me at all. It was more so because it was rear wheel drive, and sometimes I'd get stuck in the snow, and it was dark, man. By the time I got out of work, it's already dark. It's already so dark. I was like, Jesus Christ, blah blah blah, I hate my life, earning all this money, fancy condo, beautiful wife at home, okay, and I'm spending all this time being stuck in traffic, and it was only 11 minutes. And then I look at my mentor, who was driving around an hour and a half to work, Krisha's parents, who were like driving around 4 hours, 4-hour commute in total, I believe. No, it was more like 6 hours commute. I was like, holy shit, I feel so spoiled complaining about this. But But it's your life, man. It's your life. And if you're not happy, you're not happy. Period. And I worked really hard to get to where I was. So no one could say that I was like spoiled and blah, blah, blah. Because I just wasn't happy, man. And I wanted something else. So yeah, I had that life and I decided I don't want that life anymore. And I went out and learned a new skill. Computer science though does help a lot with understanding game theory, understanding probabilities, and understanding you can definitely translate all of that. And now I'm spending a lot of my time studying monetary history and economics. I may actually do my PhD in New Zealand, perhaps Australia, in economics. But yeah, another rant for you guys. If you want to attract more women to the space, just take your shirt off. Hey man, find me on Instagram. The last time I did a video right after a gym session, like people started accusing me of doing I'm not even that big or anything like that, but people were just making accusations just because I'm lean. But the reason I'm lean is because I intermittent fast, and I'm really strict on my diet, really strict. I've been fasting around 17 to 18 hours a day for 10 years. Almost 10 years actually, rounding off. Yeah, I'm thinking Australia or New Zealand, man. I just can't deal with the snow anymore. So, Canada's out of the question. I actually want to come live next to the restaurant that you posted just recently. That's where I'll pick my university. Actually, I have to find a good professor though. Haha, indeed, man. I'm living your old life in Netherlands. Dude, how is Netherlands, man? How is Netherlands? Tell me more about Netherlands. Like, Wolvie's from Netherlands too. Or Wouter is from Netherlands too, right? Wouter, are you here? Wouter, we're talking about you, man. Why aren't you here? Jesus, this drink Krisha made is so freaking strong. She always does this to me. What does that mean? Occupation priorities. Could you explain that to me? Australia has just doubled university fees on economics yesterday as a method of occupation priorities. Hey Oni, I don't reveal what country I'm in anymore because you guys saw the creeps like Trisha has to deal with yesterday if you were on yesterday's stream. And so before when it was just me, everyone knew where I move a lot, to be honest. So oh, I see. I mean, if you spend enough time in the mango community, you're gonna find out eventually, but don't want to make it too easy. Thoughts on Ren? Marcos has thoughts on Ren. Marcos, if you're here, let me know in the comments and I will look at it, because I think you asked that question a while ago. If you're still here, just type yes, and I will look at Ren. I'm not sure if you're here anymore. Hey, there's 22 people watching but only 6 likes. Just hit the like, guys. It's gonna take you 1 second. And I'm not sure what it does for the stream, but apparently people ask other people to like, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Maybe it does something. Not boring, it was very useful, very helpful. Okay, cool, awesome, thank you. Glad you love the rants. Glad you guys love the rants. Hi Sean, I'm a recent subscriber to the channel. Love the work you're doing. Any chance of your thoughts on KMD, KYBER, USDT? Alright, since you asked so nicely, man. Jesus, even if you're not here, I'm gonna go ahead and look at it. KMD, I actually was looking at KMD myself, but I dismissed it. I'm not sure why I dismissed it, because I missed it. Let's go and look at it again. Okay, so it's confirmed 3 candles over the Tenkin. It's not done that ever since somewhere around here. And last time it did that, it shot up towards the Kijun, gave you a sell opportunity and dumped back down. Now it's a bear sign. When you see, okay, so you got the trade set up right over here, right? Got your C-span trade right over to the Kijun. But when you see a candle like this, right, you want to be able to just be like, okay, you know what? I don't want, take your profits, of course, some profits against the Kijun because it's against a Bitcoin pairing, and there's no harm in collecting Bitcoin because remember, if you're a trend trader and saying, this is one of the mistakes I had to learn the hard way. If you're a trend trader and thinking, okay, you know what, I'll stay in the trend and keep making money and not get scared out of the position just because we have pullbacks, understand that you're not trading KMD against USD, you're trading KMD against Bitcoin on this chart. So when you're taking your profits, you are taking your profits in a coin that's also trending against USD. So there's no harm in that, unless you're bearish on Bitcoin and expecting Bitcoin to go down, in which case it changes, in which case everything changes, and you shouldn't be looking at the KMD BTC chart, because then you're trading a bearish asset against a bearish asset, or rather, yeah, in this case a bearish asset, right, because it's in a downtrend. But you don't want to be comparing to a bear asset anyways if you're bearish on Bitcoin. But if you're comparing to USD, look at the USD chart. So let's assume this is the USD chart. If you see something like this on the USD chart, you want to get out. Okay, you want to get out either way, because it's showing weakness, and take over the profits, and then what do you know, boom, break to the outside. Now over here we have something similar, 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles, good setup. Now the question is, do we see the same trade, right, towards the Kijun? Somewhere around here you want to be taking profits, not all, never all, ever all. Take some profits, and you want to wait. Okay, so that's essentially a target somewhere around there. Let's go ahead and clear everything out. Yeah, this is good. Okay, and now we can go on over to the daily, see what's going on over here. Daily has lost Tenkin, consolidating between the Tenkin and the Kijun. 21 EMA. This is going to be key, taking on this high. These highs here too. Let me know if the music's too loud, guys. Low, high, low. So you have a squeeze here, guys. You have a structure of a ascending triangle, right? It's not as clear if you try to draw it, but it's the structure of the ascending triangle. You have flats on the top pretty much, and you have high lows, or you could just say flats at the bottom and you have flats at the top. Either way, breaking this to the upside is your trade. Right at the middle of the formation is the center of the range, if you're looking at this as a range, of course, right? So you have the top of your range right over here at around 900 Satoshi, the bottom of your range right around here at around 400 to 500 Satoshi. It's a zone, and right now we're consolidating at the top of the middle of the range. So if you could be looking to actually look at that. We actually tested that right over here at 714 Satoshi over here. It's actually perfect. Wow, I really like that cryptocurrency is so perfect with its it's almost as though the bots and algos detect the range, and what they do after that is just draw out 50% like that, and they're like, alright, this is going to be the range you play with. Okay, so you can see how that lines up really well, and consolidating along the middle of the range over here. Here's where you want to be a buyer. If we lose this range over here, lose the middle of the range over here, we're looking at these lows, or rather the bottom of the range. Could probably come and test the middle of the bottom of the range. Bounce over here. Corti did something very, very similar, by the way, very, very similar, and then look to get back to the upper side of the range over here, which lines up with a symmetrical triangle being put in place. Okay, so guys, I don't want you, and okay, this is how I see it. The way Liz Krisha looks at it differently, and it works really well with her, but you guys are seeing how I look at structure, right? How I look at patterns. I look at structure first, and I derive patterns from the structure. To me, the structure is really important. You literally saw an example of how I break down a trend and how I break down horizontal support and resistance along with a trend, along with a pattern. I literally mixed all three together for you guys on a live example, and you guys are seeing that in play right now. Then you guys also saw how I used the Ichimoku and Confluence or all of this to be like, okay, cool, these are my targets. I'm looking at the overall trend. It's looking green. It's about the Tenkin. It's looking bullish, blah, blah, blah. This is what I mean by holistic picture. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at. This is looking good. I mean, I'm saying it's in the consolidation. All right, you guys still gotta be patient or buy the middle range or wait. The real good buy is right here, guys. You see this? You see this zone here? That's a good buy. That's it, because it's easy to manage. You break the zone over here, we're likely going to come down here, and what you're playing for here is a symmetrical triangle, which is what I did with Corti. And this one broke up. Let's go back. Okay, I went off on another rant. I have to go and catch up. Jojo's finally here, holy crap, and she's gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta go sleep now. Sean, why do you always stream when I'm about to go to sleep? It's a conspiracy. It's not Ulvin, it's Ulvi. It's Le Ulvi. Zane says, because COVID has made so many unemployed, they have adjusted university fees to reflect production based on occupations that are good for the economy. Economists on 24,000. Economists on only $24,000. What? Really? Why am I studying? Why am I studying this stuff then? I'm just so interested in this stuff, man. I don't care. I don't care whether it owns. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to be working again, so I don't care how much economists earn. Studying all this for my own love for knowledge. Hey man, who knows? Maybe I'll study medicine in 10 years. I'm going to be studying a bunch of things that I've already planned for the next 5 to 7 years, and then after that, pick a new topic to specialize in. Justin says, just up the frog and told me we have the melancholy government here like anywhere else. If you come to Australia, I will be your chaperone. Deal. Where's about in Australia are you, man? If you don't, I mean, you don't need to answer that question. Everyone thought you were in bed, Jojo. Everyone. Because when you say bed or when we say bed, we're referring to you actually dumping your positions on us because you know we're too busy in a stream and we can't respond. You take that as an opportunity to sell your big whale bags onto us. Aussie slang for frog and toad means road. Alright, that's good to know. Thank you. Good to know. Good to know. So Jojo, since you're here, you get to ask for any chart requests that you want. You get 2. Justin, you get 2 as well. Pick well, boys. Pick well. By the way, this picture of me and Krisha over here, it's in Australia, eh? We took this picture in Australia. Is Foucault here? What do you mean? I don't see Foucault's message. Oh, there he is! Okay, hi, what's up? Yo, you gotta be louder than that, Foucault. You gotta assert your presence. You gotta be like, I'm here! I'm here! Oh, you mean it's $24,000 a year to study economics? I see. It's going to be a lot cheaper to study economics at Mango, man. We're going to start the Mango Academy. If you guys, do you guys want to study economics too in the Mango courses? Let me know. I'll teach economics. I freaking love it. Alright, let's see what the questions are saying. Hold up, let me type that. Is the music too loud? Because I'd increase the music for a little bit. Starting, okay, I already answered that, or rather read that. Any chance of looking at a stock for me? Only trading BTC at the moment, not in Star Resources. NST, is that an Australian stock? I haven't heard of that one, man. Let's go ahead and look. Definitely not cryptocurrency. NST, okay, yeah, ASX. Let's go. Let's look at the weekly. Actually, let's look at the weekly. This is an uptrend. Right over here was your COVID. That was the COVID wick. It's going to be known in history as a wick that shook us all out. Okay, so this is an uptrend, man. This is looking. How's the Australian market in general? Kind of double topped over here, but nothing to worry about, really. Not yet. Not until we look at the daily time frame, at the very least. Monthly, this is an uptrend. Let's look at the Ichimoku. That doesn't look right. Let's clear everything. Let's get it on again. Okay, so you can see how well it's been holding the Ichimoku over here, right? If you're just playing this as a trend trader, each time you start closing above the Tenkin, you just get back into the trade, right? That's all you do. Just get back into the trade, or wait for retest for Tenkin, and boom, 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 boom. As soon as we close above the Tenkin over here, that was your call that, hey, you know what? Or not call, or your signal rather, that the Corona candle was just a buying opportunity. And if you didn't buy, whatever, right? But there's no reason to not get back in. The reason I'm saying this over here is because usually when people look at a certain stock, or they look at the S&P, or they look at any traditional market, is because it's a huge part of their financial portfolio, like their overall wealth. Right now, of course, you're not looking at only. I hope at the very least you're not looking to put a big significant portion of your wealth only into one stock. But it's a little bit more. These decisions when it comes to the stock market is a little bit more significant, because I would assume people put a bigger position of their wealth into the stock market as opposed to Bitcoin. But yeah, so right over here, taking back the tank and closing over it, coming down to retest, that was the opportunity, right, to get back into it. Now, we looked at the monthly. Let's go ahead and see what the monthly 21 EMA is saying right over here. Wow. Dude, this thing didn't even lose the monthly 21 EMA on the Corona candle. Jesus Christ. Just look at that. Justin. This is how easy trading can be. If you do the mango way, Justin. If you do the mango way, Justin. This is how easy trading can be. Right? And what does the mango way teach? It teaches patience. It teaches control your emotions and things will go well. Be a trend trader and things will go well. Unless you learn the fancy stuff Robert does and make like $8,000 every morning in the first 2 hours. Hey Robert, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you in here. Alts are going up and BTC went up before. What will happen next month? No, that's Robert Jones, not Robert James. My bad. No, this is a different Robert. He's not the Robert that's making 8,000 a month, 8,000 a morning. Yeah. So Justin, going back to our analysis. So this is a beautiful chart, dude. What is this? What is this? Like, how do I invest in this? Weekly is double topping over here. The fact. So this is looking like a buy option on the weekly. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's hide the horizontal actually. Yeah, the weekly 21 EMA does get it relatively well. You do have a few shakeouts here, but it's a good guide, right? It's a good guide as to the overall direction of the market. And as long as you're holding this and not closing multiple 21 EMA, multiple candles underneath the 21 EMA, this looks good, man. This is a long-term bull trend. It does have some resistance right over here, but if it does start closing candles here, it's going to be pretty explosive. Pretty explosive. Let's go ahead and look at the Ichimoku on the weekly. Let's see what the Ichimoku is saying. Green. So with this kind of when I'm playing traditional markets, no matter what the country, I don't pay too much attention to the exact 10kin and the 21 EMA entries, blah blah. I don't like to do that because I don't want to make too many decisions of getting in and out of the funds, right? What I do want to do is just look at the cloud. Believe it or not, the cloud, right? I look at the green, I'm like, okay, cool. As long as we're above the cloud or within the cloud and bouncing off the bottom of the cloud, I'm fine. I try to be as stoic as possible and hold. Like with Bitcoin, I managed my risk when we came down to Corona. When it came to the traditional markets, I did not manage my risk. We actually bought more, right? It's a completely different mindset. I hope yeah, I wasn't. The stream was running right this entire time, guys. As in, didn't freeze or anything, right? This is Justin. My phone went flat. Thanks for that. That makes more sense. I was like wondering, where's Justin? It's an Aussie gold. It's an Aussie gold miner. Oh, that makes. Oh, Jesus, that makes so much sense. Jesus. Yeah, gold miners are going to do well. I really think gold miners are going to do well. But I'm not an expert when it comes to gold. Bitcoin. I can answer. Your questions. When it comes to gold, I still do know a lot more than people, but I just have high expectations of myself when it comes to having competent knowledge, and I would consider myself pretty incompetent when it comes to gold. It's funny, but for some reason people know very little about Bitcoin, but they have strong opinions on Bitcoin than even I do. It's crazy. Bearish opinions, that too. So we have Jojo in here, we have Justin in here, we have Wolvie in here, Wolvie, we have Zane McMahon. Zane, did you ever watch WWE? Ever? Let me know. Do you follow Vince McMahon? You're fired. I love that. Sean, you're fired. Shawn Michaels was my role model growing up. He shaped my life. Ollie's a Kiwi in Vic. What's Vic? Victoria. Victoria is a place in Australia as well as Canada. Speaking of the truffle sniffing pooch, where are you, Ollie? Where's Ollie? Yeah, let's go and tag him. Like, Ollie, Jojo's missing you in the stream. No, Jojo's missing you, full stop. She's in tears. She's like, okay, no, I'll stop there. Any chance of looking at a stock for me? Yeah. Oh no, I just look at NST all day for you. So 24k for you. ICX. That's awesome, Zane. That's freaking awesome. Wow, Krisha's cutting onions and my eyes are burning. So hard to freaking concentrate. These just have to be strong onions for it to get all the way here, man. Jesus. Okay, let's go ahead and look at ICX. So, did you watch the entire Shawn Michaels and Vince and Bret Hart drama? That was the highlight of my childhood, man. ICX is just consolidating, guys. The 200 moving average has been your guide as to whether you want to be getting into a position or be getting out of a position, and we pretty much, that was your buy, by the way. That was your buy, your essential drop into the 200 moving average right over here and pumped right over. And overall, generally bullish as long as you're above this 200 moving average, as aggressively angling towards the upside. Okay, that's on the daily time frame. Go ahead and look at the 12 hour to get a more aggressive read on whether this thing is worth buying. And not too interested. Okay. Let me really ask you, Robert. Are you looking at ICX because there's an actual trade setup, or are you looking at ICX because it did this in Feb and Jan? Because this is a trap you do not want to fall into. Okay, because just like how people are looking at ICX, I know people are looking at RVN. And I was part of the RVN trade, by the way. RVN was one of my biggest wins in that run. That was a huge win. I was part of this trade. I kept adding and adding and adding, all the way to somewhere around here, which is when I got out somewhere around here. Yeah, when you lost this region over here, that's when I got out. But people are now looking at RVN because it did this in the past, right? But what's it doing now? Nothing. It will start doing something when everybody gives up on it. But the last thing you want to do, man, is get into a trade like NPXS. Let's find out Binance. Is it? Yeah, so NPX, for example, let's look at the Ethereum pair, and it doesn't really matter. It had a massive pump. It's not even on the Binance chart because it showed up on Binance way later. Let's find Huobi. I think it was on Huobi, right? Yeah, it was on Huobi because I was trading this. I should know. No, not Huobi. What was it? It was Black. What was Krisha will know. Some exchange. But either way, NPX had a massive run, and people held through this entire period waiting for the run to show up, and it never did. Which is why I'm not a trend trader, because once a trend starts, it's better to get in with that momentum. If you're not looking at BTC and looking at USD, then you have a lot to learn in this market, Robert. Again, I'm not. I don't mean to put you down or anything. WW is a soap opera with bad acting. Oh, totally, man. Totally agree. But you need to understand that bad acting was really good acting back in the day, at the time of Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, Triple H, when Degeneration X was doing their crazy things. And you're a kid. I was like, what, 8 years old? It doesn't matter, man. It's all about willing to get fooled and allowing a fantasy world. And you were too young for that, Jojo. You were too young. You were like, what? I don't think you were born. Yeah, you weren't born. Yeah, you actually weren't born. Jesus Christ. God, I feel so old. You just ruined my buzz. Yeah, listen to Jojo. She knows what she's talking about. In this particular topic, she knows what she's talking about. Exactly, the excellence of execution. Mr. Handsome knows. He was Canadian too. Oh man, yeah, that's exactly what Krisha says. I used to watch Shawn Michaels. I used to take off my t-shirt. I used to put on pants that resembled his pants. I used to wear like these. I used to put on tape on my hand. I used to find like this cheap paper tape and I used to wrap it around my hand. I used to pretend I was Shawn Michaels. My entire high school days too. Everyone knew I was such a Shawn Michaels fan. I used to do all his moves. I was so flexible. I used to do the lift up. You know, the thing where you lie on the floor and jump up to your feet. Oh, man. Shawn shaped my life, man. I know it sounds so nerdy to say, but it's true. Why am I looking at Ponty again? Oh yeah, I was telling you guys, don't get stuck into a trade like this. Because it just goes sideways. And another example is hot BTC. Right? It pumped like crazy. People made a lot of money on it. And what happens after? It just goes freaking... This is not going sideways, this is going down. And people are still in this trade. People are still looking at this trade and waiting for this pump. Actually, for Satoshi would have been a good buy. Because how much lower can it go, right? Ooh, maybe it's time for hot. Does anybody know anything about HOT? You guys know if they are still working on this project? Oh man, Royal Rumble. Do you guys know that Shawn Michaels was the only person to win the Royal Rumble twice? At least back then. Okay, I don't watch any of this. It's so bad now, man. I literally stopped watching Zayn after WrestleMania 14. What was WrestleMania 14? Was Shawn Michaels' last match against Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's when I stopped watching. That's how much of a fan I was. The entire show meant nothing to me without Shawn Michaels. But yeah, Royal Rumble. Shawn Michaels was the only guy to win after entering as number 1. He's the first person to enter. Do they still sell hot dogs at WWE inside the thingy, inside the venue? I don't know, man. I don't know, Jojo. I'm a whale at one small coin. Which coin? Which coin? Let me know. Tell me, Robert. If it succeeds, oh boy. Tell me. Okay, how about this? PM it to me, and I won't pull it up right now. I will look at it later, and people won't know that you're the whale. Yeah, Jojo's the whale of Bitcoin, by the way. If you're a whale of... Oh my god, Zilliqa's getting so wrecked. Looks so bad on the weekly, guys. Thought I hit this. ZXC. That's zero coin, right? I traded that back in the day. Oh, right here, the Tankin. It didn't even get to the Tankin. It's a shame. Let's go pull up ZXC right after this. If I forget, do remind me. Jesus Christ, man. Zil got front run hardcore. No, not really. I'm gonna go look at KNC after this. What's KNC doing? Okay. ZXC. What? There's no match, dude. ZRX, ZEC, ZRX. I thought ZXC was on Bittrex. Why is it not showing up here? Did they delist it? Wait, are you sure it's not XZC? Are you sure you're not talking about XZC? I think I'm talking about XZC. I hope not. Dude, don't be a whale in a coin that's not even on TradingView. What exchange is this on? Holy shit! Holy shit, guys! We have the legend in Mango! Frank! Oh, you gotta get Frank here, man. You gotta get Frank in the stream. Frank, you just got 10 mangoes from me. Will comp pump after Coinbase listing, or is it done? I'm not sure, man, Rocky. I'm not looking at that thing. I have no intention of letting my emotions get riled up by looking at that chart. It can do what it wants without me. With those kind of coins, right, you kind of have to picture a situation where some asset somewhere in the world is pumping and you have no idea about it. And if you have no idea about it, you can't care, right? So if it's in the cryptocurrency market, you know it's something that's scary, you just kind of have to pretend it's in a different market completely. Who is Frank? Frank is the creator of Blue Magic Capital. And yeah, we'll talk about that some other day. Joe Bear increased Frank's reputation too. So I'll link a stream on I think with me and Frank and I today. Frank is a legend before Mango. A lot of people from Mango who were originally in BMC know who Frank is. And I'll send you guys a link later. Actually, I'll go ahead and find it right now. YouTube. You guys can watch it later, because I'll probably forget to find it later. Mango research and BitKings. Clearly, there's bad SEO on this one. Okay, there we go. Found it. Frank made a lot of people really, really rich. I wasn't one of those people. I was late to the party. Really, really freaking late. But, yeah. I'm sending you a PM, Jojo. I think we'll have a small bear trend in July. Yeah, could happen. When July? Jesus Christ, we're already at 20th? That's ridiculous. Let's go, Cotty. Show me the big wins. Oh no, when did this happen? 2 hours ago. This was a buy option right here, guys. 283 sats. That was a buy. So if KNC closes anywhere around here, I'm likely going to stay in my trade. If it closes underneath this, I'm going to be getting out of the trade. Strong close would be over here. Close above here, that's a strong close, and I'll be definitely staying in the trade. Oh wait, it seems like my thingy is frozen again, guys. You guys gotta let me know when my chart isn't moving. There we go. No, I'm not doing anything. But I don't think so. That's a good. That's a good point. Maybe I'll look into that. Maybe I'll keep an eye on that. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's me switching windows. Because I check Telegram every now and then, right? So that's a good idea. That's a good point. So Jojo, could you explain what cheap corn is? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what I said to you guys in terms of my exit on KNC. It'll probably help you guys. Let's go ahead and undo everything I had. Alright, so I said essentially that if KNC closes anywhere above this level over here, I'm gonna be staying in my trade. If, however, it closes underneath this level over here, I'll be getting out of my trade tomorrow morning. If the bullish close would be if it closes above here. Make sense? Yes, we are in a bull trend. Robert Jones knows. He knows. Weekly 200 SMA. Let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin, man. I think I've been, honestly, I'll tell you guys something. I think I've been neglecting Bitcoin and I'm gonna pay the price for it. Literally, I've not been paying attention for only maybe 2 days, 2-3 days, and I think I'll pay the price. So I should probably spend some time on Bitcoin. That's the major range. Tight range 8,600 to, I'd say this. Kijun's right there, man. Now, wow, Kijun's come up to 8,650. It's ridiculous. Bottom of the cloud 7,200. I'm probably too loud. No, I'm not. Music's not too loud. Alright, bottom of cloud 7,100. Let's look at the weekly. She's saying weekly, guys. Jojo says weekly. Jojo, are you on Discord? You can get on Discord. Yeah, let's invite Jojo onto the stream. Let's get Jojo. Jojo, you can't have a thick Australian accent though. You gotta have a mediocre Australian accent. Does she have the guts, guys, to get on stream? Does she have the guts to get on stream? I doubt it. Oh shit! She said yes, sir. Is she actually gonna do it? I don't believe it. If she does, she gets insta promotion in Mango. Okay, I'm gonna get on the Mango Seed, and I'm gonna wait. She's not gonna show up. I'm gonna get another Mango Seed. Seed voice. I'm in there. I'm waiting. I have a mediocre accent. That's good. I was in Australia for the longest time. I didn't come across anyone with like a super strong accent. So maybe it's just maybe the Australian accent's just pleasant. We've all been so Americanized and Canadianized watching so many American TV shows that we just expect American accents. In the Mango community, we're going to get everyone Australianized. Alright? It's the Australian accent that we're going for. Dude, Zayn, you're from Australia too, right? Why is it Australian people are so chill? What is it? Is it the beaches that you guys have?
Hello.
Is it the food?
Hello.
Oh, she's here. Can you guys hear her? Jojo, how's it going?
Yep. Going very, very well, thank you.
How are ya?
I'm going very well. I'm about to go to sleep actually.
You're about to go to sleep.
So I'd
It's
just pop and say hi.
it's bedtime. All right.
Yes.
Say hi to the community. Hold up. Let's
Hello, Mango Seed. Hello, Mango Grow. Good morning. in
let's
an hour.
let's confirm that they can actually hear you first. I'm not entirely sure. There's a delay between. Can you guys hear Jojo? Let me know in the comments. Oh wait, you can probably let me know too, right? You probably have the stream open.
No, I'm on my phone at the moment, not in front of my computer. About to go to bed.
Jojo, you need to turn up your volume. It's probably not her. It's probably me. Hold up.
There we go. Can you hear me? Probably.
Yeah, it's a lot better. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I've done all I can on my side actually. I'll try to. I think I know what I need to do.
I
Wait,
think
wait.
I'm on my
I need to
bad
turn
headphones,
down
so-
my audio on my music and turn you up. That's what I need to do. There we go. Okay, I think you guys should hear her now. Fine.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Alright, so Jojo's going to be leading the stream now, guys. She's the future. She's the virtuoso, the prodigy. She's Vishal says, Joe, great to hear your voice. Yeah, it is really great. We can put a voice to the name, to the bear that has costed me a lot of profits.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, I don't have the greatest voice in the world, but a little bit nervous at the moment knowing that people are listening. But yeah, I'm about to go to sleep, so I was pretty sleepy as well.
What time do you go to sleep usually, Joe?
Around 11ish to 12. I'm trying to sleep earlier so I can get up earlier. I get up at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's just too late.
That's early. So
Yeah.
wait, so you go to sleep at 8 p.m. and wake up at 9. That's 12 hours of sleep.
No, I go to bed at like 12 o'clock and then wake up at about 9. But I'm trying to just go to sleep earlier so I can wake up earlier to start my day earlier.
You're too young for that, you know that, right? You need to be up till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. like
No,
the rest of
no.
us did when we were
I hate doing
your
that.
age.
I really hate doing that.
So how to get to this point then where you're sleeping up to 12 a.m. Staying up till 12 a.m.
Because all of the awesome conversations happen around this time.
So it's us.
So it's all because of
us.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Joe, you're gonna explain to people how you dump your Bitcoin on us at the major highs. So
I'm playing with a $50 account, and that $50 is very, very powerful.
So when she says $50, guys, she means 15 million. That's exactly what she means. So you see these highs over here
No.
at 7th of May. Okay, so ever since Joe joined the Mango Seed, which was somewhere around this run up at the bottom over here, 21st of December-ish, right, leading into my vacation on the beach, that's when she was accumulating. She knew I was out of the picture. She was accumulating, but little did she know that I trade while I'm on the beach. So that was her big misstep, that she was like, alright, Sean's going to be out of the picture. I'm going to be able to pump the hell out of this and bait him into the trade at 10,000. So she accumulated this entire region over here, guys. We call this the JoJo accumulation. This is the JoJo accumulation schematic. We have a proper template in the Mango Seed program where we try to study her patterns, right? You can see these wicks over here, right? You see JoJo wicks, the JoJo pump, the JoJo wick, the JoJo pump, and then the breakout, the JoJo breakout. We call it the kangaroo hop.
Right, you're really pumping my ego right now.
It's called the kangaroo hop.
Really big.
So you see the kangaroo hop here? Boom, that's a kangaroo hop into the kangaroo trend. We have the nice kangaroo trend into 10,000. Now, guys, that's the JoJo 10K. Okay, whenever you see BTC at 10K, be afraid of JoJo, because the JoJo bear comes out. And what do you see right after? Boom, 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 boom. Guys, she's the reason Corona happened, alright? Remember, she dumped
that's
Bitcoin.
right.
She dumped Bitcoin, and the world's like, we need a reason for this to happen. What can we come up with? Let's invent a disease. And yeah, it's the JoJo conspiracy. that caused
Yeah, well,
all of this.
obviously, because, you know, like in my backyard, I've got a chemical lab and I made coronavirus. And I sent it to China and blamed it on China. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, guys. She just confessed. Now,
I'm
Jojo, now
the queen of destroying.
I can't even publish this after. It's gonna have to stay because you confessed. I can't have you leaving the program until I get all my Bitcoin back from you.
Oh yeah, you're gonna try to rob me blind. I'm not gonna let that happen. My bear powers are very, very, very strong.
So what's your escape? Your escape is going to jail. It's no, can't happen. No. But on a serious note, let's talk some real TA. You've been mentioning in the Mango C program about how you are focusing on psychology more than technical analysis, right? Could you tell all the viewers over here why you think psychology is more important than TA? Because I've been saying it, but nobody listens to me. Maybe they listen to you.
Well, I never realized it fully until I went through the risk management module in the Mango C modules, and when I read Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, and once I'm still reading it, but once I started reading it, everything just clicked, because all of the things that he highlighted were things that I was feeling, and he really, hit home on all the mistakes, all the emotional, psychological mistakes that I've been making. And that's when I really realized that, TA, it's technical analysis, it's only the 20% of the part of trading. So you have, I'm getting a little bit nervous here, but
you're doing. Actually, I'm pretty impressed as to how well you're doing for probably your first time on stream. Oh man, Jojo, after this video, I'm going to send you a video of me and Krisha doing the first video where I showed up on camera, and you're going to see how nervous I was. Oh man, I was like this big buffoon.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, you're doing really well. Go ahead, go on. You talked about 20%. You said TA is only 20%.
Yeah.
Wow, I spent all my time.
Yeah, exactly.
I spent all my time drawing all these lines on the chart, and you're telling me now that it's only 20%.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I'd say it's even less, because it's fairly easy to learn all the technical aspects of trading, but it's very extremely hard to control your emotions and sort of reset your mental, the way that you've been raised in a society.
Yep.
So that's like to sort of reset that mindset, and so that's extremely hard to do, to stop your emotions and everything.
Exactly.
From taking over, like when you're, in the heat of the moment, and you want to go in, and so it's like your instincts are screaming at you, and it's very hard to control that instinct. And you can imagine why, those instincts have been ingrained to you for millions of years of evolution. So that's once you learn that, you don't even have to be very good at technical analysis to get consistent wins, as long as you have a solid risk management system and psychology. You can just trade charts naked.
There you go. You're finally understanding that, which is honestly beautiful. It's so beautiful to see. And you've heard me say, Joe, often that I could outtrade people just without TA, right? Now you know what I meant by that, right?
Mm.
Okay, so you mentioned just now that right. What was the turning point for you in terms of realizing that, the TA means very, very little compared to my psychology? Like, which event really triggered that turning point?
Well, the very first bit would be your risk management module, where you said the golden words. You have to treat this as if you're running a business, and that really hit home with me, because I've been running businesses since I was a kid.
Yep.
So that completely just changed, just put everything into perspective. When you said you have to treat it like you're running a business. When you lose, those are just the costs of running a business.
And that changes.
So that's everything. Yeah, exactly.
It kind of changes the way you look at every loss, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not really a loss, it's just the cost of paying for
it's
an
just
item.
Fees and exactly,
Rent,
taxes.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So a little
And so,
background,
yeah.
guys, on Jojo. I've known her for a few months now, and she's picked up TA really fast. That's why I call her the virtuoso, the prodigy, because she picked up the technical analysis part really fast. But she's seeing that it's not enough, and even all of you back there, you guys are gonna see that the TA is not gonna be enough. The self-awareness that Jojo has is so freaking impressive, and she's by far one of the most impressive people I've come across on my journey doing all of this, meeting
Wow.
thousands of people.
Wow.
Guys, she's been running businesses since she was 13 years old. How often are you
Oh my
gonna come across people who's done
That's
something like that?
yeah. I started it when I was 15, but yeah, I've been helping my parents and stuff with their business since I was like a little kid. So just sort of grew up in it. But I'm gonna get to sleep now.
Okay, but before you leave, could you tell everybody
Yeah.
what do you think, or rather, what are the similarities between running a business and trading?
Well, once you understand how it works and the engine of it, and understand the psychology, it's very similar for me anyway. And so once you learn to control your emotions and understand, the big picture, it's like running a business. And if you don't treat it like you're running a business, then you'll be treating it like a casino, and then you'll be gambling, and then you'll just lose all your money. So you have to treat it as a business if you want to survive.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Do you
that's the way that I'm looking at it.
And the risk management, would you relate it as a one-to-one towards running a business?
Yeah, risk management, 100%. Yeah, exactly, towards running a business as well. So the risk management is the number one thing when it comes to trading. Everything else would just fade away. If you don't have risk management, you're done. You could, maybe have a few wins, make a few $1,000s, but in the long run, your account will be wiped.
Yep. That's what a lot of people fail to realize, that even if you do get
Yeah.
the wins, if you do not understand that risk management and treat this like a proper business, you will not be able to do this consistently.
Yeah, that's right. You have to be objective and put your emotions aside. And it's quite hard to, train yourself to do that. But I think I'm getting there. I got to read the rest of the book and do some more meditation and think about it a lot more.
Have you started meditating?
It's kind of, sort of, like I just lie in bed and just close my eyes and just think. And it clears my head a lot. Like just going through, like remembering everything and sort of making myself realize all of the things that I've learned and really let it soak. That's why I'm very slow when it comes to doing the modules and reading as well. I read all the paragraphs like 5 times to just completely get it into my head.
That's how I'd recommend everybody do it, but nobody really. Everybody who joins the program, I tell them, listen, go through it slowly, go through it, reflect on it, talk to us in the seed program, reflect with the charts. But people want to rush through it, right? Again, it goes back to what we have learned to do in society, what society has expected us to do and trained us to do, and those behaviors set us up for failure. And in fact, I wanted to ask you on that, or rather expand on that. You mentioned that, right? Society has set us up for failure. Could you talk a little bit more on that? Could you give us a few examples of what society has really taught us that makes us failures when it comes to this world?
It's sort of like this, the whole attitude when it comes to, winning and losing. And, it may work in some areas where, like they want you to win. You're a big failure and you feel embarrassment and shame. But when it comes to trading, it's like you find it in sport, for instance, in a lot of other types of businesses. But when it comes to trading, you really cannot have that attitude. Yeah, it's if you have that attitude, it'll just completely devastate you because you'll be an emotional wreck for half the time that you're trading, and it's really gonna make your performance will go down a lot by the simple fact that your own emotions, your own embarrassment and humiliation of losing, because you over criticize yourself about it, and I've been there, and it sucks.
So
it's
you're saying that society makes us feel bad about losing. Right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you're saying that in trading you shouldn't feel bad about losing.
No.
Why
No.
not?
Yeah, that is right. Because it's part of. Without losses, you're not going to have wins.
Why not?
If everyone's-
Why can't I only just
everyone-
win?
Because
I think Charlie
because
Sheen
if everyone
says that, right? He says, all I do is win. No, that's not Charlie Sheen. Who's that guy? That's Singo says that. All I do is win. Right? Why
if there's
can't
no
I?
losing, when you're winning, someone else is losing, and so you have to have that losing in order to win, and that's the same with everything in life. If you look at biology, a gazelle has to lose in order for the lion to win. So if you want
Listen.
anything of,
It's a
if you
circle
want
of life,
order,
is what you're
someone,
trying to say.
Yes, yeah,
Circle of life.
exactly. So you have to have losses in order to win, and you have to get back to the market sometimes. But hopefully you can make more profit than losses. But yeah.
Interesting. So, could you share your favorite section in the book thus far? Mark Douglas's Trading in the Zone.
Well, I think his analogy of the dog.
Oh my
and
god! I knew
boy.
you were gonna say that. I was gonna bring it up myself. I was gonna bring up that section, and I was like, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask her for her section instead. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same section if I know her.
Like, when he broke it down like that, I could, because I own a dog, right? And I'm very passionate about my dog, and I just it just clicked so well with me, and that was the point when I realized, like, I was feeling annoyed at the kid for doing that, right? But that feeling is something that I would feel too, because I've actually felt that when I was a kid, and so now that I've understood the the thinking behind it,
Could you
I know how to cure it.
paraphrase the example of the dog and the bite to the audience listening over here? There's only 23 people listening, so don't worry. You're not giving away any secrets, Jojo. I know you took the effort to read the book.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go.
I will paraphrase, and then I gotta go to sleep.
All right.
Okay, so you have a boy, maybe 8 years old, and he's walking, down the footpath, and he sees a dog. And so, the boy who has never, seen a dog, let's say he's never seen a dog at 8 years old, he is filled with curiosity. So he would obviously, try to, go up to the dog and see, what happens when he interacts with this animal he's never, seen. And so, but when he does, this dog is aggressive. It's not a nice dog, it's aggressive, and so the dog bites the child. And it hurts the child a lot, it traumatizes the child a lot, and it injures the child. And so they pull the dog off the kid, and he goes to hospital, and he gets fixed up. And so a few weeks later, now he sees another dog, but this dog is very, very friendly and wants to just be his pal and wants to lick him and get pats. Now this kid, what do you think this kid is going to feel when he sees that dog, who, by the way, looks similar to the other one? Well, he's going to be traumatized, he's going to feel a lot of fear, and he'll be terrorized. And so he's going to scream, and he's going to run away and be filled with as much terror as he had when he was being attacked. And we can all understand that. And the relation to that trading is that when you put on a trade and it loses, right? And you're following a system, and you put on another trade and it loses, and you put on another trade and it loses, right? If you act like the boy, you will think that you will be filled with terror and fear over the prospect of putting on another trade because of what has happened in the past, because that is the natural association that your mind makes, right? And so if you allow that fear to paralyze you, you're not going to put on that trade, and then that trade will be your winner, the winner that was going to cover all your losses.
Yes.
And even put you into profit.
Yes. So the moral of the story, guys, is to pet every freaking dog, right? So if petting a dog is your trade, you gotta pet every dog.
Yeah.
Right.
And occasionally you will get bitten, but that's the trading life. If you want to do this, that's what you're gonna have to put up with. And once you get used to it, the thing is, you've got to put on the trade without having any fear, without having any negative emotion. And I'm still working on that, but man, I've come a long way. Come a long, long way.
Guys, that is so profound. All of you who are listening, the fact that Jojo's able to be self-aware enough to realize that, hey, I'm gonna feel pain, I'm gonna get bitten, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. She's not asking how do I dodge that. She's not asking that. She's saying, I'm gonna have to deal with it, period. I'm gonna get bitten, I'm gonna feel the pain, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. So when you guys see traders on Twitter or any Telegram, all these traders who say, oh, I don't take losses, I have 9% wins, those guys aren't really traders, because they are pretending to not get bit, and you are going to get bit in this game, believe me. Okay, so Jojo, that's a really, really, really good story that you just went over right now, and a lot of people that read the book, that's what really gets to them. But I wish people expanded on that story in their own mind, right? So let's try to do that over here. What would be the flip side of that story? What would be the opposite scenario of that story? Could you come up with a scenario where things went really well for that kid petting a really cute animal?
Exactly. Yeah.
That was
right.
actually a lion or a tiger or perhaps a panther.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He goes and sees the panther, and it's beautiful, it's adorable, it's cute, and so he goes and pets it, and the first time it's fine because that panther is in a good mood. He does it again with a different panther, and that panther is in a good mood. But then he does it with another panther, and this time the panther is hungry because the zookeeper didn't feed him, right? And so you can imagine what's going to happen. He's going to get mauled, and viciously mauled.
Exactly.
He may even lose his life.
Yes, and guys, that was Bitcoin at 20,000. Yeah. Go ahead, Jojo.
It works, on both ways, and that's why you have to completely, disassociate yourself from each of your trades. The last 20 trades were winners. You have to still act like it's the first trade that you've put on, right? Yep. Don't consider a winning streak or a losing streak. There is no streak. There's just a trade. Single individual trade by itself.
Jesus, this
and you're following
is
the
dropping
system.
like golden gems over here. There is no streak. There is no streak. That is so profound. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Mango research. There is no streak. We should trademark
and
that.
With that, I must bid you good night.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jojo.
You're very welcome. It's my pleasure.
Much appreciated. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, I'm already seeing comments over here. Wow, that's an awesome story. There are probably people who are so floored by that their fingers are frozen and they're like, I don't know what to type. I straight wisdom.
Well,
there you go. Somebody just said straight wisdom. Wisdom indeed. So Jojo, thank you again for joining. You can go to bed. And hope to have you join us again very, very soon.
Definitely. Would love to do this again.
This was fun, Jojo. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, guys, you guys heard from the legend, the virtuoso, the Z prodigy, Jojo herself. So the reason, right, that I gave her that nickname is because I don't give it offhandedly. I was able to see very, very early that Jojo picked up things faster than most people. She didn't ask the same redundant questions that a lot of people ask me, and she didn't ask questions that other people ask me. She was able to watch the modules and see and realize that damn, there were things that I was missing, and she picked up on those things, those gems that other people just skim over. And you're seeing it right now that she's really self-aware. She's wisdom. There's wisdom in that. She's willing to learn from other people's mistakes. And I often say this, that you could be a smart person by learning from your mistakes, or you could be a genius by learning from other people's mistakes. And she's going to learn from other people's mistakes and avoid massive mistakes that all of us have made by learning from our mistakes. So going back to the story on the dog and the kid who got bitten, the kid who got bit by a dog the first time around starts having a fear for all dogs in the future, even though most dogs are pretty friendly, right? And that's the moral of the story, that people tend to get afraid of the markets because they take losses in the beginning and they translate those losses onto every potential trade that is to come. Even though the trade setup is really, really good, it's a beautiful trade setup, they won't take the trade because they're afraid of getting dumped on again, or or them taking a loss. And that's a good analogy. You should be taking every trade. You should be petting the dog, right? But the flip side of that story is when people get a massive win taking a bad trade. And this is what I'm talking about usually in my daily videos, when I say you should not be happy about getting rewarded for bad behavior. So if you go pet a wild animal and the animal does not bite you, the animal does not chew your hand off, the animal does not kill you, you should not be happy about that. You should be like, holy crap, I got away with murder. I should have been murdered over there, and I didn't. Right? That's what you should be thinking. But if you think that, hey, I can go pet a wild animal whenever the hell I want to because I got away with it once, then you're going to be in a situation where you end up buying Bitcoin at around 20,000 or Ethereum at 1,345, and you see it go all the way down to 3,000. You finally give up. You finally learn your lesson that I shouldn't be petting wild animals, and it pumps, right? So yeah. So now you're seeing Hunter. Hunter says women are more humble, so they learn faster. I've read books on anatomy and hormones and blah blah blah, like the biology between men and women, and in relation to financial markets. And believe me, we need more women in the markets. So we need more women in the markets. I'm not going to get into all of that because people are going to accuse me of being sexist and blah blah blah. I'm a man of science, man. I'm a man of science. But anyways, in yesterday's stream, I went off on a rant on how the crypto community is being, like, we should be the complete opposite of what we are doing right now. We should be inclusive, but we're pushing women away, and we shouldn't do that, because I need Krisha, man. I need Krisha when it comes to trading. There are often times where she keeps me in check, and at the same time she needs me. Men and women work better together when we are trading. Right, we have strengths as men, and women have strengths as women. Okay, and we're not all equal. Okay, we're not all equal. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses, whether it be because we're male or female, or whether it be because we have our own personalities. But we can work better together. And if you guys just push people away from your lives because they're women, it's just, you guys are doing yourselves a disservice. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna say my goodbyes as well. Hey, thank you all for joining the stream. It was really, really fun today. Had some nice music, some nice TA. Wolvie, are you still here? If you are, thank you for joining. Justin, as usual, so glad to have you here all the time, man. Adding to the Mango vibe. Vishal was late. Obviously, we would have been playing video games instead of talking about TA. Who wants to do this, man? Every single day, TA. I'm done with Mango. Joe, send me the link to your program. I'm all in. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm joining too. But be careful. By the way, Vishal, Jojo is pure Mango now. She's not leaving Mango. But be careful in a bull trend. If you sell too early in a bull run. Yeah, that's the entire point of sticking with the trend, man. That's why I keep saying, Robert, don't ever sell everything in terms of profits, because the trend can go on and on and on. Right over here, people thought the trend was ending at 7,000. 7,000, somewhere around here. It dumped it, like, that's it, Bitcoin's dumping. What happens? We keep going. Then they said 10,000 is the top. What happened? Kept going, and then within 2 weeks, 20,000. By the way, very few people were calling top at 20,000. Almost no one was calling top at 20,000. Everyone called top at 5,000, 7,000, 10,000. No one called the top at 20,000. Except Krisha actually nailed the top. I didn't call the top at 20,000. I was like, nope, I'm not selling. Krisha was like, Sean, we need to sell. I'm like, nope, I'm not selling. Do I regret it? Of course I do. Krisha called the top both times. She called 20,000 and she called 14,000. Both times. I don't know how she does it. She just knows. Alright, guys, let's see. Ooh, Wow, I missed all the comments. My page wasn't refreshed. Damn, so I gotta catch up the comments. I really need to hear that dog story as a new trader. Hey, Toasty, you just need to stay. Yeah, you need to hear that story too, of course. Yeah, it's a great story, Jojo. Don't mean to take it away. But spend more time at Mango, man. This is the kind of stuff we talk about all the time compared to other communities that just talk about moon and dump and here's the call. All you need to do is this. That's not what we do over here at Mango. And Woman of Mohambil, I read that. Sup everyone, Krisha, that's when she shows up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Wolfie's here, I'm here. That's awesome. Be Crypto, thanks man. Thanks Joe and Sean. Thank you, that was great. Love the streams. Hey man, I'm glad you guys like the streams. This is something really new we're doing. We are clearly horrible at it. Like we have lagging thingies where the screen freezes, the music's too loud sometimes. But hey, we'll improve. Jojo's still here. She's not asleep yet. I thought I have an opportunity to like bash her and be like, guys, she's not as good as she claims. She's just talking a big game. She's horrible. I'm joking. I wouldn't say that about you, Jojo. You're welcome, Mish. Alright, yeah, I'm off too, guys. I'm hungry. I actually started the stream to ensure that the Australians are on here, and too bad Ollie couldn't make it. Let's go ahead and turn off the mic now. Didn't play any video games today, man. I'm so bummed out about that. So bummed out about that. Alright, I'm going to be muting the mic now. I'm going to be typing for the rest. You can enjoy the music while we wind things off. I'm finished my drink too. Krisha, that drink was really strong, man. Really strong. Like, Jesus.